going for that rune ban right off the rip. And the question is, what do you even pull away from this roster? That one coming through, and it will be a target towards a Vaughn's Luna here in response.
Yeah, definitely. Seeing Vaughn play a very, very strong Luna earlier in the tournament, it makes sense to pull that away. But at the same time, Vaughn is such a crazy striker pool. It's insane.
I wouldn't even go out on a limb to say that Luna is his strongest striker, albeit even what could be shifted around through the rest of this team here. Shakar, most notably what he is known for, but the 2MB, they put up a very, very similar farce here. We've got one of our, it's not often we get the direct mirror match.
No. And I'm so excited to see this. We've got Leo Leon playing such a dominant Juliet again, but now he's got to go up against Bells, arguably the best Juliet in the entire world, as we are now here in-game.
Well, there's nothing to say about the composition, so what it will come down to is who can have more of a direct advantage of setting the pace here. Because while it may not matter immediately in this moment, when we start to talk about Carousel and those awakenings, because it is a mirror matchup, you cannot let that one stray any other way.
Absolutely. And we're seeing right away equal pressure happening on both sides as a barrier is being dropped on each side, top and bottom. So we're sitting at a diagonal. Both teams are keeping it very, very even right now. It feels like we're just watching a mirror completely, just more than just a matchup, but also just in the level of pressure.
Now, right off the bat, YouAlreadyLose going to be the first one to utilize that core flip in defense. Yeesh just as quickly with the pressure implying from Bells there. Treddy with a Xeon Cloak will find that core forward, and Leo Leon with that Flame Flurry just barely misses out on the block. A beautiful glitch pop there, but it is not enough to dissuade from Treddy.
And 2MB are going to be the first ones to put themselves on the board, able to find the gap in Trio Abuser's defense to be able to put themselves on the board. That's got to feel good right away.
Well, it's something that you can count on, at least for now. For Vaughn, though, a huge chunk of damage. Bells ripping right back onto Treddy to even this one up as both break on stagger. Speed boost attributed to Leo Leon, though, here on 2MB as Bells isn't exactly able to capitalize on much of that as Vaughn does get reset.
We are going to be seeing a lot of dangerous moments come out, but I feel like there aren't going to be too many areas for KOs to happen. However, 2MB get a lot of pressure breaking down both barriers. Bells is going to be looking for the response too, but not quite able to get it. Yeesh with some beautiful goalie plays here.
Once again, lots of pressure onto Treddy and crew. Leo Leon trying to find that one in with the Fire Fist. Instead, it's Bells on the upper end who finally secures that first KO here for the Trio Abusers, and hopefully more barriers than just the one.
And that will be the second barrier. Now Bells looking for the opportunity. Yeesh with a beautiful clear down right as Treddy respawns. They're able to buy just enough time to keep themselves alive. Yeesh with a beautiful flip, but it is going to be traded away. Bells is going to be going down. So many back and forths, and Treddy will be the one to put it in.
Once again, it is Treddy here on that forward presence. It's that reset that comes through, especially after that KO. It's the thing you have to be the most wary about in any kind of striker battle. None of the cooldowns were available for Trio Abusers, and they felt the punishment here. And now they need to find their success. One goal will do them in here, and you do not want to be going into this carousel in the back foot.
Absolutely. The first carousel, I feel like it'd be so influential, and now we're seeing, again, equal pressure here happening. In terms of energy, though, Vaughn is the one who's going to be closest to getting to that core flip, but Trio Abuser's barriers are broken again.
Sentry Firewall. Not quite in the best of positions there, but still it does delay what could be goal pressure. Bells finally finding that last barrier and looking to stuff this one in. It's just a little too far back. Another Firewall Sentry, keeping that one hopefully away from Treddy this time around. I like the defensive move there from YouAlreadyLose. Keep this one forward.
Vaughn does have his core flip available. We'll see if he's going to be able to utilize it. Leo Leon is right behind. He's going to be throwing it out there. Vaughn not able to find anything on the core flip, but Leo Leon will put it through in the corner with an incredible shot to give 2MB that first set victory.
Now, I'll be honest. This is not the first time that we have seen Trio Abusers drop a set here. They are not infallible. But it is a question mark regarding the extent of what this series will behold. Everyone on 2MB is going to have that upper advantage for first pick when it comes at least to these awakenings.
And that was such a dominant victory from 2MB as well. We're seeing the Dead Eye being the favored pick here for the IMEs, and then we've got Tempo Swing. I have a feeling, though, that this heavy impact that is going on the side of Trio Abusers, Bells is going to make a lot of good work with that. So, honestly, this one is so back and forth, but I think, believe it or not, Trio Abusers, I believe, might have gotten the better end of this deal.
It depends. Obviously, what could be set up there, we'll have to wait and see. It does require Bells to find that pressure, and it has been something that has been at least punished in terms of the pacing from 2MB, not really allowing him to get the full resets off that stagger. For now, though, one barrier for one. Vaughn to deliver another here, broken on the stagger, and ooh, barely do we miss out on a KO. Forced to go elusive.
And Treddy is going to be able to utilize that pressure to be able to put one more, and that will be Vaughn going down, but Treddy is very low. Bell's going to be putting it up in the corner, and that will be Trio Abusers able to answer back despite being a man down.
Now right there, lots of investment from Leo Leon and Treddy, especially to secure that KO. That was something that Bells noticed, took advantage of to play that one as forward as possible. And we both know that Flame Flurry, when you come in there with that to send that rock in, it is basically nigh impossible. Love the double core flip, but I love Leo Leon being there to back our friend up here.
That pressure from 2MB there was disgusting. They didn't let anything through, but now both of the Drakars are very low. Leo Leon is going to be the one to look for it, not quite able to get it, as Treddy will be the one to go down, and now the pressure is on 2MB.
Already there with one quick response. It is going to be a bit of a waste on that core flip from Bells, but he makes up for it. He still slams it in when it officially counts here. And just as quick as we see 2MB put a setup on Trio Abusers, they're one goal away from returning.
I don't even have words for just how back and forth this is already being. This is starting out to be such an incredible match here. Maybe we'll see, hopefully, Trio Abusers pull something out to make this not a sweep. Would love to see something, as now Vaughn gets a lot of pressure, but is broken. So it's looking a little scary for him. Pressure is now on the side of Trio Abusers.
Try to expend what was that glitch pop there, especially to crack that one out and away, and it is going to be utilized again, but that step forward from the goalie is something that Bells immediately takes advantage of.
Bells saw it, and Yeesh unfortunately fell victim to Bells' Juliet, and that is going to secure Trio Abusers taking a 3-0, and now they are the ones to be able to get advantage on this carousel, and they've got Primetime and Stacks on Stacks available.
Yeah, that Stacks on Stacks may find its way over. I am looking at that glass cannon, though, just in a little bit of its sum. Notably, Hot Shot, though, will be picked up by Drakar here. That new Awakening. Fire up, something that could potentially allow for the safety of 2MB to come alive here. But one thing is to take note of. Lot of power and pressure here once again picked up from Trio Abusers alone within this Awakening, between damage and delivering what could be some devastating KO.
And we've already been seeing how Bells has been able to utilize a lot of KOs in this. And so now to even have more pressure with being able to punch twice. Oh my gosh, Bells. And that's going to be Yeesh going down again. Ouch.
You literally give them an inch and they will take it for miles here. Bells with that immediate delivery on Yeesh. Forward pressure allowing Vaughn to step up. Bounce that one in. Easy as they come, easy as they go. Both double sentry down, but nothing really expended in the long run. Meanwhile, look at this. Leo Leon, yes, core flip available. Great block from Vaughn, though.
Yeah, that was good pressure, good block. Now we're kind of back into the reset, though. Bells with some incredible patience to be able to kind of fake out where he was going to be going with that one to then secure that first barrier. Treddy is going to be looking low. Yeesh is going to be low as well. This is going to be a very scary position, as that's going to be one down on both sides.
Now, notably, Bells there does try to assume, at least with the core flip, that pressure, but that knockback sets it up for a perfect delivery in terms of that second KO. That elusive will pay the price in terms of the barrier. Why not throw another KO into the mix? A quick pass up to Vaughn in the second goal of our second set.
And now the KO pressure has been unlocked by Trio Abusers. 3 KOs to secure that point, and they are in a very, very prime setup to take this third set. 2MB not quite able to stay alive in this one.
Ooh, Yeesh just barely able to bounce that one back before we could have potentially had Bells stepping into it. But even with that said, Leo Leon is the direct face of punishment without barriers being found here. And you can see Bells doesn't even worry about it, letting YouAlreadyLose and Vaughn catch this one off. It's a firing fist from the other side of the barrier to keep laying it in.
This is a very, very scary back and forth for Leo Leon. Bells is looking for that Juliet, but now as the pressure gets on, Bells with a quick rotation back onto the goal. And we're seeing a trade again, one barrier apiece, as now Treddy looking to bring some pressure in. Leo Leon is being unable to do anything, though, as it seems like the entirety of trio abusers are preventing him from being effective. Another trade of KOs here.
Now, double KO for double KO here, but I will say it is objectively better with that Juliet. But Yeesh filling in that gap, stepping up to retain as that additional forward here, puts them in a great spot. Barely does that core flip miss out, as once again, it is 2MB in that driver's seat. But with both sides open, it could be anyone's game.
Honestly, so back and forth. A lot of core flips were expended, as well as the turret for YouAlreadyLose is down, but Bells is putting on a lot of pressure. Vaughn is going to try and sneak it in, but Bells will be able to put it in the corner and put them now on the match point.
Now, notice that level difference between Leo Leon and Bells. It is guaranteed that Bells finds first pick as we walk into this one. And look at that. Built different right away in a perfect position. Some other good ones there. Peak performance also available. Curious if you'll see anyone pick up that Egoist.
Yeah,
there we go.
There it is. And now with missile propulsion also being up, I would be shocked to see, I was about to say, I'd be shocked to see that not get picked up there, as that is going to be a very favorable pick for Vaughn, because now that makes the Jakar even more annoying from range, which is like his biggest weak point, but now he's got it available for him.
Now, notably, Leo Leon was picking up the next new energy item there, so this should allow for a lot of extra safety and pressure with the core flips, but does that matter when the rest of your team is just absolutely getting slaughtered? Bells here, double berries, a flame flurry, and yes, another goal!
Wow, trio abusers. I mean, we talked about them being on another level, but this is just absolutely insane. They're able to just run right into the face of 2MB and prevent them from doing anything after that first set.
Now right here, double firewall sentry to find its pressure will enable just the one barrier here, but it is only Treddy. Notice Leo Leon really playing that midfield line, and I think that is something that really spells a difference between these two teams, even though it's a mere matchup here. Good core flips available, both barriers both down. Leo looks for response.
Oh, that beautiful glitch pop from YouAlreadyLose to prevent that from going in. Now we've got core flip on the side of Yeesh, and we've got YouAlreadyLose with his core flip. It's going to be popping, putting it into the corner, but it will not find anything. Yeesh misses it, and trio abusers are now set up to win this one and to secure that first seed going into semifinals.
Mind you, this is just round 5 of the Swiss bracket. We still have a potential opportunity for so many of these teams to climb up back into it as we talk about our play-ins as well as semis and finals here. Whatever it may be, you can hear it from my own voice. We're almost setting this one up as it already could be set in stone.
Yeah, it's going to be really hard for 2MB to bring this one back, as trio abusers just have so much pressure and they're just not able to find the kills. What was that?
That's just not allowed. I don't know what you do. It leaves me speechless every time I get the opportunity to see someone like Bells deliver like that. A double KO into the final goal here. Obviously, your MVP, and of course, your winner, undefeated, at least in our Swiss.
Oh my gosh, trio abusers just not letting anything through and just deciding, hey, we're just going to shove it back into your face. Bells, 11 KOs in this game. That is, this was 4 sets. It wasn't even like it was like that long or drawn out of a game, and Bells still decided, hey, I'm just going to kill everyone. And, you know, they can't beat us if they aren't playing the game.
I'll tell you what, lots of great presence from everyone on the board. I will say Bells is a shining light that makes the rest of everyone here look like shadows. But I'm telling you, in any other situation, dominant. Just not when you're matching up against these three.
Yeah, seriously, it just I as much as I was rooting for the underdog, I genuinely cannot think of a team of three that has just even been able to come close to the synergy and the strength of trio abusers right now. They are just so dominant. You already lose 52 saves, absolutely dominant from the goal line. Vaughn able to help set up 4 assists for Bells to help Bells be just that dominant boulder that they are. This team is just disgusting.
I mean, it is as true as you make it sound here. And to be honest, I asked Chad, we talk about this specific roster. We're looking towards things like official pro leagues and bigger tournaments here.
Mm-hmm.
Is there really anyone who could come close here? I mean, it makes me excited, especially as we make our way towards events like that.
Mm-hmm. I would love to see it. I want to see something. And one of the things that's just so exciting about Omega Strikers is that it's so young and there's so many opportunities for teams to be able to come out. But now in a game this early, we already have, I relate it back to being a League of Legends person. We have our early day TSM roster where they're showing up as being that dominant roster. And we've already got a dynasty, a story to be told here in the first few months of this game's release.
Well, with all that being said, stories to be told and still ones that remain here on Primetime tonight. When we come back from our break, we'll start making our march through towards finals as our Swiss has officially come to its end.